I like these hydrangeas, but they're individual, so that's going to get pricey if I had to buy several of them and they're individual. But I'm thinking dahlia, and I see a beautiful pink rose here. Or do we want a more vibrant pink? And I'm thinking a more solid, vibrant pink. Of course, it's hybrid tea, which is a more fluorescent pink. The choices are pretty expansive here, but I think I do want to blend in some roses. Definitely get some baby's breath as well. But what's really grabbing my eye, I think, is going to be the lighter pink. This is going to be a really blushing pink bouquet. Now I'm adding all this pink. Let's add in Hypericums, which is my favorite. I do love these berries so much. But just so it doesn't tend towards a darker color, I'm going to get some baby's breath to lighten it back up. Okay, so if I go with the lime green Hypericums instead, I can leave the buds on the dahlia and just tie green to green, but I still don't want to go too dark. I want to bring the color back to white. I think you can make a bouquet with just this. If you just have this, you can make a beautiful bouquet. But we're going to take this and put it with the rest of our pink and white. That's it. So we picked out a lot of really great flowers here. And there's always so many more, like these thistles. There's always so much more here. And I love coming to this wholesaler. But we're just starting our day. We got a lot more to do. But a few things more we have to pick up. Let's go and explore some more Birmingham. So I have to end the day where I started at the very beginning of the day, which is with the flowers. This is some baby's breath, and this is going to be the base for this beautiful bouquet I'm going to put together. And I'm thinking pink and green. That's the color that I want to use, pink and green. So I want to use my favorite green vase as a base. I'm a huge fan of bright and airy colors. Now I can get a bit moody with my colors. I like a lot of burgundy, a lot of dark. Burgundy is Blair's favorite color. And so I can do a lot with burgundy. But in this case, Floral Vital, I want to do something a bit brighter because I want to add a lot of cheer into the house as we head into what is really just the school season. That's what I feel, I guess, the most trepidation about is school. So we're about to start the school year just in a day or so. And I want the home to feel bright and airy, and I want a lot of bright colors in here. So I'm gonna start out a little bit of baby's breath, but I wanna fill this in. I'm gonna add the white in first. Here is carnations. I'm a huge fan of these. I'm gonna get some of this in here in just a minute. Just a beautiful, beautiful white carnation. And you can see how pretty that is. I wanna start out with the white. Work that in as a base, and then I want to build around it. It really is just going to be, I want to say pink and green, but it's really three colors: pink, white. I'm going to add and green. Just get these carnations working in here. This one's not going to have a lot of foliage. Definitely want to snip off all the ends and take all those leaves off that may get down into the water. There we go. I like to vary the height. I don't like everything to be at one consistent height. 360 bouquets, that's what I always love to create. Things will look good from all sides, and height difference, variance is a big part of that. Blair really helped me pick this out today. She goes with me to the wholesaler, and today she chimed in a lot more than she normally does. And I appreciated her opinions because it's hard to always be creative. We go to the wholesaler with just the idea of let's find a color and let's see what flowers are here and what they have, because you never know what's on display until you get there. What are they selling? Some things are always the same. They always have roses, but then there's a lot of variance around the other flowers, and those other flowers is where I like to focus. And I have a lot of these carnations. I'm really glad I got a lot of these. I love to make very dense floral arrangements. So this is just working perfectly. If you're like, that's a lot of white carnations, it is. It is intended to be a lot of white carnations. But yeah, I was really glad to get Blair's opinion in on this. Really appreciate her kind of jumping into these different activities and hobbies with me as I kind of go down different paths. It's always wonderful to have someone to go down that path with you so you don't feel so alone. And that definitely helps. Okay, carnations, and let's get the rest of our baby's breath in there. And then we'll start to layer in our other colors. Normally I will put the baby's breath in a little later, but I'm starting this one with all of my white elements first. Just going all the way around, making sure we have a nice base. And I could have did the, before even adding carnations, I could have did the baby breath, but you see it's just kind of working its way all the way around there. There we go. Make sure there's no gaps. There we are. It's really beautiful. So these are starting to jump out at me. Let's start to add in the color. Just starting to work some color in, work our way all the way around. There we are. One of my absolute faves. Here comes, I love these berries. I wanted to contrast against the pink. And the Hypericums contrast that perfectly with this very chartreuse colored bloom. Well, it's not even bloom. It's these beautiful berries. This one's a little too long. Just shorten it on down just a little bit. Yeah. I was talking to my mother earlier today, and all of my nieces and nephews are already back in school, back in the States. And she was telling me how tired they all are. And so she was kind of prepping me up. She said, hey, your kids are going to probably be tired as well. And they will be tired. My kids have been staying up. They go to bed at normal times, at normal hours they go to bed, but they don't actually go to sleep. And so I'm hearing them up, just kind of roaming around at night. But when soon as school starts, all of that's going to dry up. I'm almost certain of it. And they are going to be so tired those first few days, but they'll get back on schedule pretty quickly. I'm pretty sure they'll be just fine. Now, what's really going to tie it together is the flower that started it out, and that are these beautiful dahlias. When I say it started it out, this was the first flower that we picked when we started to make this bouquet. It was like, oh, this dahlia, we definitely have to get this in here. And I want to leave the buds because I feel as though the buds add a lot of texture and they're complementary to the Hypericum berries. Those buds, normally I would cut those off, but I want to leave those buds this time because I really think that they add a lot of extra texture and depth. And I just love the fact that they have that limey color, which again is a nice contrasting color for all of the pink that's in this arrangement. And I think I want to do a second bouquet, and I like to do 2 and sometimes even 3, but in this case I have just enough left, I think, to do 2, but I want to put the final touch on this, and here it is, this magnificent hydrangea. I only bought one of these because I want it to be the center of the show. I don't need any of those leaves. I just want that stem. Going dead down into the center here. And there we are, with the hydrangea sitting slightly higher than everything else. The centerpiece of this entire arrangement. So here we are. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about that. I like it. It's pink, it's blushing, this is what I wanted. I wanted pink and green. I think an AKA would be happy, although I don't know if it's the sorority pink, but the sorority Alpha Kappa Alpha, they use pink and green as a color. But yeah, I think that I like this. It's blushing, it's pink, it's beautiful, it's bright, it's airy. The baby's breath and then the carnations just add a lot of just fullness and light and airiness to it. And I love the fact that this hydrangea is sitting dead up above everything else. So there's one Hypericum, which is kind of tall as well, but I'll leave it. I like the height difference in color and depth. But tell me what you think about this one. I'm really excited about it. Okay, so I completed the first bouquet. I set it to the side. I'll bring it back out right before we finish up things here. But I want to go back and do the second now. That is one of the reasons I do enjoy going to a wholesaler, because it allows me to pick up enough of the same flowers to be able to do complementary bouquets that look good together, but different vase, different designs, different heights, but no flower left unarranged is the theme. This is going to be a lot of pink because that's what I have left. And I think it's going to look really good, though. I do enjoy pink. I'm really a huge fan of complementary colors. So just two nice shades of pink. I may pull in a little bit of baby's breath to tie it all together. But so far, I don't think I need it. Okay, so this design is not as impressive as the other, but I'm okay with that. I just didn't want to have any flowers left over that didn't make it into a vase. So I consider this more of just a country design, just out of the garden is the thought process with this. These are some flowers I had in my garden and I put them all together. That's kind of the thought with this. And I still like it though. I still think it looks good. It's complementary. And it also creates a situation where you don't have any flowers that didn't make it into a vase. It's a little sparse, but I'm okay with that because I have the big one right here. So we're talking two separate bouquets, one larger, really full. I'm very happy with this one. And then this is just a catch-all to make sure I don't have any flowers left unattended to. And I'm gonna sit this on the dining room table. This is what the family's getting. This is our holiday bouquet. And the holiday is the start of school, right? So starting off school, this is the bouquet that everyone's gonna get to see. Bright, airy, and encouraging, I hope, as everyone starts out a new school year. Hey, I hope you had a wonderful day. I've enjoyed my day, and I hope to see you again soon. So until next time, take care.